What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video, we have an awesome non-XL team. Yeah, that Trevenant over there, it's not XL. Submitted to us by Sudhi619, also a content creator, so link down in the description to their channel. But the premise of this team is it's not XL and something that you guys can use in the Ultra League. All right, getting into the first battle here, we have Muck on the lead versus Shadow Dragonite. So somewhat of a decent matchup right here, as Poison Jab is going to be doing a lot of damage, and that Acid Spray as well will come in clutch. Now we do see a swap out to catch the Dark Pulse here on Cobalion. Cobalion going to be resisting it because of that fighting typing, and we will see a swap out into the Trevenant now in this matchup. This is still a pretty good matchup for Trevenant because of the raw damage from Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball, while also not taking too much damage from the likely Stone Edge that is going to be coming through, or Iron Head, I believe, that Cobalion does have access to. This isn't going to be the Sacred Sword. Yeah, it's going to be the Stone Edge. Trevenant easily survives and can now farm down. So the question is, can Trevenant get to Shadow Ball before Dragonite goes for the Dragon Claw? I think Dragonite's probably just going to throw right... Yeah, it's going to throw right away. It already had it building up that energy. And if Trevenant can survive, it might just be able to get a Seed Bomb off, but let's see if it can. Yep, they get to it in time, so perfect. This is going to do a nice little chunk of damage right here, and then we will likely see the Wall Rain come in to farm down, as they did take switch. No, they switch out instead, and Registeel comes in. All right, a battle of the Titans right here. Shiny Wall Rain, which my graphic has non-shiny. I do apologize about that, but I didn't realize it was going to be a shiny Wall Rain, so... No shielded the Icicle Spear as well. That is huge call from the Registeel, as we will likely see a Zap Cannon and a no shield on the Zap Cannon. Is this a good game? I mean, Lock On isn't going to do enough damage now. They're frantically trying to get shield baits right here with Icicle Spear, and the Registeel no shields it again. What are the chances of going 0 for 2 on shield baits there with Icicle Spear, as they are now forced to shield the Focus Blast? We will see them go for third time's the charm, right? You gotta get those shields, and will we see another no shield? No, they do get the first shield right there. Okay, that is good. Switch Clock might be coming up pretty soon, as we do see the next Icicle Spear. So going 4 for 4 now, trying desperately to get shields, and they get the second one. So here we go. We're going to see a swap out into Trevenant. Clears the debuff, but not able to catch the charge move. And now the Muck is going to be coming in, tanking this charge move right here. And this is going to get so dangerous so quickly, as the Focus Blast is not enough to take it down. We do see a swap into Dragonite, who farms down. No, they decided to go for the charge move instead of the Dragon Breath, which now gives Walrein the opening to take this game, because they can get to the Earth Power Earthquake in time. My goodness. Wow. Walrein survived all of those lock-ons to come out at the end. Boom. Down goes the Registeel, and that wake up. Good morning. What a battle. Okay, Muck now versus Venusaur. Pretty positive lead right here. They actually have really good answers across the board, as Poison Jab is doing a lot of damage, and that Dark Pulse is going to be some nice neutral damage, as we will see a Frenzy Plant come through. My goodness, 0 for 2 on shield baits. No shield Zap Cannon. 0 for 2 on Icicle Spear shield baits, and still comes back to win with 1 HP in a dream. That was a beautiful game 1. Dark Pulse gets the first shield now from the Venusaur, and we do see a swap out into Trevenant, and in comes a Wall Rain. So Trevenant now obviously going to be taking a lot of damage from Powder Snow and Icicle Spear, but the Shadow Ball, Seed Bomb, Shadow Claw combination is going to be really deadly, as the Shadow Ball does land. Now here comes the first Icicle Spear, and they're going to go ahead and shield it. They are now within range for Shadow Claw Seed Bomb damage to try to force switch or get that second shield here from Walrein. If they do get the second shield, things are looking pretty good for a potential sweep. Oh, okay. They get the they just take out the Walrein, which is beautiful. Now let's see what decides to come in. I don't think the Venusaur is going to be coming back in. It's going to be the Talonflame. Okay, so Talonflame now, a very deadly Pokemon for this back line, if it can load up on energy and successfully shield this Shadow Ball as well. Let's see if they do it. They do shield, and they're going to go ahead and stay in with Trevenant now to make sure they have their Switch Clock available to them just in case. So are they going to bring in Walrein or Muck? They're going to bring in the Wall Rain right here, looking to catch the first charge move. They're going to let it go. It's likely going to be the Flame Charge. No, it's the Brave Bird, and it lands, and we do see a swap out now into Venusaur, who does have energy, and this is a tough situation. They're going to go ahead and shield on the Wall Rain and load up, and they need to go for an Icicle Spear very soon. No, they're going to swap into the Muck, but they don't get it in time. That is unfortunate. Had they caught this charge move on Muck, it might have been a completely different game. Muck is now going to come in and farm down, but will it be able to survive? Can Venusaur get to multiple Frenzy Plants? I don't think it can. I think it only can get to one. This is going to be so close as the Frenzy Plant does land. Can they farm down? Yes, they can. They have Dark Pulse ready to go, but is it going to be enough damage? No, they need to go for the Acid Spray first, but Talonflame snuck through an Incinerate right there, and I think that's going to be enough. Oh, they over-tapped as well, but they did get the Dark Pulse in time, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Boom! Down goes the Talonflame. That was a close one yet again. All right, moving to the next battle. We got Muck versus Cresselia. So pretty positive matchup right here. It would be a bit better if it was Snarl, obviously, but the Dark Pulse here is going to be really nice. Now, I do apologize. I think this is their recording. I don't think it's my computer delaying the footage right there, as they do have the White Ball of Death, unfortunately. Now, will we see a swap out of Cresselia? Oh, they got to really load up on energy. Dark Pulse here is actually going to be really nice against Cresselia because it's going to be threatening that health. Two of them will be enough to take out Cresselia, as they will be able to get to a second Moon Blast here, but the Muck is going to go ahead and let it go. Now, it's all about, will the opponent try to swap to catch the charge move? That's what they're very fearful of, which is why they're throwing off count. And they're going to go ahead and now go for the Dark Pulse as they got to near 100 energy. So, Dark Pulse, no shield. All right, they're letting the Cresselia go down. In comes a Swampert, so they're going to go ahead and go for a Dark Pulse. And they have two good answers in the back. Obviously, Trevenant going to be the better option with the Seed Bomb, as the Swampert will farm down. All right, Trevenant now gonna come in. Let's see what that final Pokemon is gonna be, as we will see the first charge move come through. Is it gonna be Sludge Wave though? It can still do a lot of damage. No, it's just gonna be a Hydro Cannon shield base, so good no shield right there, as they do get to the Seed Bomb now, forcing the first shield of this game, unless the opponent is gonna go ahead and just let this go as well. No, they do shield, so they're desperately wanting to keep their Swampert alive and try to put as much pressure as they can with charge moves now, as they do shield the Earthquake. What is that final Pokemon going to be? It's going to be a Talonflame, so Wall Rain now needs to come in. Talonflame in the Ultra League, obviously very, very strong, and it can handle Wall Rain in the right situation. If it can get a shield bait with Flame Charge and land the Brave Bird, that is the call right here. So do you shield? No, they're going to call the Flame Charge and no shield it right here. And it is going to be the Flame Charge. So that's a good call right there on the Wall Rain. But here comes the second Flame Charge, as Wall Rain will now be forced to shield. But since there is only one shield left on the opponent's side, I think this Wall Rain can get to 2 Icicle Spears in time. Yes, they can. So that is looking to be a good battle. Very well played. There's still the Swampert to deal with, but they still have their own Trevenant to lock that down, as Swampert is out of energy. And we also noticed that it only has Earthquake. Oh, the Talonflame survived! Uh-oh, Talonflame survives. They're going to go ahead and go for the Seed Bomb here. So this is going to be interesting. I think Talonflame will still go down, even if it throws a Flame Charge here against Trevenant, which it is going to. I think it's going to go down to Powder Snow against Wall Rain, who did swap out. Yeah, Flame Charge will land. Not enough to take it out, though. So, good battle right there. Another close one. All right, moving into the next battle. We have Muck on the lead versus Clefable. Okay, really positive lead right here. Oh, that's really nice to see. And we do see an Obstagoon come in, which they don't really have the best answer for. Their best option is to stay in with Muck and go for Poison Jabs and Acid Spray here and just chip down the Obstagoon, because Obstagoon would obviously destroy the Wall Rain, and also having access to Night Slash does very well against Trevenant. And they can still take down a Clefable with Wall Rain and Trevenant combined, but they have to get this Obstagoon out of there. Now, we aren't going to see any shields just yet here on the Muck, which means Obstagoon might have an opportunity if it decides to shield. I think it's still going to go down to Poison Jabs, though, considering this is the second Acid Spray now. Yeah, this is going to be very close. I mean, even if they do decide to let this go through, which they're opting to shield anyways, so that means Muck will be taking this mid-game matchup as they can now farm down. We see a swap out now into Giratina Altered, so we know the team, Clefable, Obstagoon, and Giratina Altered, and they have really good answers. Dark Pulse there gets a shield, and now they can come in with Wall Rain, saving that Muck, which is going to be key to chip away that Obstagoon or chip away the health of the Clefable, and there's still the Trevenant in the back as Walrein now sits in a good position to load up on energy and fire the Ice Glow Spears when they deem it necessary, because they're going to be doing super effective damage. So Dragon Claws get this Walrein low, but let's see how this plays out. They're just trying desperately to time out that clock. Which is, this is what happens in the Ultra League, is you're going to be swapping so often because these Pokemon are so bulky. But Walrein now going to be putting pressure on that final shield here from the shiny Giratina Altered. No, they decided to let it go. They're going to trust in Clefable to try to sweep this game, but I don't know if it's going to be possible. Let's see how this plays out. Clefable decides to come in. Can they get to the Earthquake in time? Oh, a beautiful swap in the Obstagoon from the opponent. That was perfectly timed. Oh, man, that's a good catch right there. And we do see the swap now into Trevenant to get ahead on energy, because they just need to basically go for back-to-back Shadow Balls, as the energy gain from Charm is not going to be as much as Shadow Claw. I mean, honestly, they could probably go for Seed Bomb. Yeah, they should just, double Shadow Ball should do it. I think the Clefable is still a couple charms away from the next Meteor Mash. So this is looking to be a good game, very well played. Nope, the opponent just let it go through. Good battle right there. All right, moving into the next one. We have Muck on the lead versus Cresselia once again. So let's see how the opponent decides to play this. Deciding to stay in, we know how this matchup is going to go. But it's all about if the opponent is just going to soft lose with the Cresselia or decide to try to catch the charge move on another Pokemon, as the first Dark Pulse now is going to be coming through. It lands, and here comes the Moonblast. Now, if Muck gets a debuff as well from Moonblast, that can be very dangerous as well. But let's see what they decide to do here. Another Moonblast now coming through. Cresselia, honestly, extremely bulky, really good moveset, and pretty much a staple for the Open Ultra League, as we've seen over the seasons. But now this is a dangerous situation where they're going to have to go for the Dark Pulse on CMP Tai, I believe that was right there, in order to take out the Cresselia or get a shield. And they get a shield. Okay, so now will they take shield advantage? No. They're going to go ahead and shield themselves and probably look to farm down, as it was a Grass Knot shield bait, but that would have been enough damage anyways. This is going to be extremely close. They commit to the farm down, and they get it. Beautiful job right there from the Muck, as we do see a Politoed now come in. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Acid Spray here. This is going to be applying that debuff. No shield from the opponent. They go for the Dark Pulse now. Going to be doing a lot of damage. And if they get that final shield, this is going to be huge for Walrein and Trevenant to close this game out. No, it lands! So Politoed decided to let that go through. And we will see Walrein come in. So Tapu Fini and Trevenant now will be out on the field. And this is looking to be a good battle. Very well played. And the opponent does decide to surrender right there. All right. Moving into, wait, we should have one more. No, that was the final one. Okay, yep, we're at 14 minutes. Good set right there. Really awesome team. Again, no XLs, as Trevenant there is not XL, nor the Walrein or the Muck. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to go check out Sudhi619. Their channel will be linked down in the description. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.